Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Let's go ahead and get started with a love message just to see what wants to come out. I have these love oracle cards here that'll just help us give us a clue about which direction that we're heading in. So gratitude and third party situation came out. New love on the bottom. I have you need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. And third party situation. Other people may be interfering with this relationship and dimming its full potential. You might be in a connection where you have a lot to be grateful for, but maybe there's some kind of third party that is causing you to either not see what you have to be grateful for, or interfering to where all that you have to be grateful for could be in jeopardy. Let's go ahead and get a few of these oracle cards here and put these to the side right here. I just saw listening to your intuition finally. So some of you could be doing that. There's that card. All of the insecurities don't even matter. Listening to your intuition. So maybe you are going through something that has you kind of wondering what to do. Maybe it's a third party situation on your person's side. If it's on yours, theirs, maybe it's on theirs because, all the insecurities don't even matter. Like whatever you're insecure about, whatever you're worried about, this third party connection here or situation, I'm hearing you don't have to be. I'm listening to your intuition. Well, okay. We're going to restart that and play it over. That was a lot. If they want to come out, they will again. Oh my goodness. A lot wanted to come out again. So, I feel like your person has a lot to say. Maybe they are great communicators. Whatever is interfering with your connection, whether it be a person or not, I do feel like you're able to overcome this with this partner. Ego shattered, now seeing the truth. All right, there's gonna be some kind of conflict, maybe some kind of issue here. Let's go ahead and dive into tarot and see what we need to see. So I have the Lovers split deck. Okay, so I have the Lovers upside down or in reverse with this Two of Swords split deck. And there's some kind of decision that needs to be made over this relationship. And I'm hearing that even though you love, like you might love this person, but if you don't, you guys haven't seen that yet, I feel like you do enjoy this person's company. You do enjoy their time. You enjoy their presence, their conversations, but I do feel like you have a lot of insecurities. You don't feel good enough for them in some way. These cards are a little stiff and not wanting to shuffle. I have King of Pentacles and Ace of Swords here. So I do feel like you're being realistic and like your needs. That's what I'm hearing. You're being realistic. You're being like you're giving action towards what you want. And I feel like that's in combination to listening into your intuition. And like whatever has you looking deep within, I feel like that causes you to now see the truth of the situation. And it might cause you to be upset. It might cause you to kind of like feel into those insecurities. Okay, a couple more good shuffles and then we'll get on with it. All right, let's go ahead and see what needs to be seen. Listening to your intuition finally about this third party situation. And I have the Fool. I feel like your person is being reckless with their decisions. being reckless with their, like maybe they're not feeling gratitude. They're not being grateful for what they have in the connection with you. Go ahead and clarify this Fool in reverse, please. Thank you. And it kind of made that third-party situation wobble there. So I do feel like this third-party situation is going to be causing some change, and maybe there's some kind of change in your direction, and it causes you to want to restart. Maybe it causes you to look at the situation differently. Maybe you are seeing this person being reckless, and there might be a third-party situation here, so you're wanting to end it before it gets intense. Is what I'm hearing. Because you're probably insecure about this third party, or you're insecure about what this third party has to offer. Justice card here coming out as well. You have 3 major arcanas back to back to back. And I do see, so the Fool came out first, and then the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Justice card. I feel like, your person is being reckless with their choices. They're not making wise decisions. And because of that, it's going to, end this cycle, end this relationship. But for the better, I'm hearing. It's going to be in your favor. And, there's going to be some kind of balance afterwards. There's going to be, this person is going to be taking accountability for their actions. And I feel like you're going to get clarity. You're going to see the truth that you kind of been blind to. I'm hearing Love is Blind. You might be like to watch that show, or your person might like to watch that show. Let's clarify the Justice card, please. I want to know the cause. Thank you. So the Fool landed on the Fool as well. Another major arcana. So the Sun in reverse here. I feel like the cause is maybe your person isn't happy, not feeling grateful for what they have. They feel like they don't have, the love that they want. But I'm hearing that they need to be more, be more lovable to attract that love. Be grateful for what you do have. Be compassionate to, others' feelings, to situations, and they're just not. I feel like you wanted this to work out. You wanted this connection to work out, but your person is not really using their intuition and not really trying to see what it is that they truly want. Let's go ahead and see. Let's clarify all of the insecurities. What insecurities are being brought in? Just clarify more on that, because I'm hearing take this card. The Hermit. So I'm in awe. You have all major arcanas here, and that's just incredible. You're going through this Hermit mode here, and you're wondering, what happened, what went wrong. And you listening to your intuition, finally, you're starting to realize you're going through this Hermit mode, this Hermit energy here, and you're realizing that everything that you have worried about, everything that you have thought was an obstacle in this connection isn't. It's your person instead. You're getting some kind of enlightenment. You're being enlightened on this connection, and what was missing from it. And I'm feeling like you are now seeing the truth, but your ego is shattered because you chose this person, and this is who you wanted to spend your life with. And I'm seeing that their true colors are coming out. Tower in reverse, their split deck. You either might have went through a Tower moment, something that happened that you weren't really prepared for, or didn't really expect or want to happen, or you could be expecting something in that nature. Let's go ahead and clarify ego shattered. Now seeing the truth. What caused that? Okay, the High Priestess. Again, another major arcana card. And I feel like, the High Priestess is a card of intuition. And I feel like, you didn't want to see the truth for what it was. I feel like you kind of already knew how this person was, and you wanting to stay with them was, for a reason that, you thought it was a divinely connected, a a divinely protected relationship, but I'm hearing like your ego is shattered. You're going through some kind of ego death because of, you know, the choices that they made indirectly affects you. Now you're, you know, now you're seeing the truth. Now you're looking at it and like thinking, wow, it was all so clear. You know, it was right in front of my face the whole time. I just saw Temperance, so you might be looking for some kind of battle or some kind of balance in your life. And like the Justice card, I feel like you were seeking something. You were seeking some kind of fairness in the connection. And because you weren't feeling like it was a fair relationship, you're looking for change, or there's going to be change. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So, you know, your intuition was on point. You suspected this person to be, you know, malicious and dishonest. And I'm hearing that like it's true. Like your intuition, like listening to your intuition finally makes me feel like, you know, you kind of sensed that this person was going to be, you know, doing things in their favor, worrying about how they feel, worrying about what they're, like I'm hearing getting their licks. So like, you probably knew that this person was going to do that. Maybe I'm hearing like for some of you that this person cheated on someone else with you. And then you thought that they wouldn't do the same with you, but they did. And like, although you see this as, you know, a divinely protected, you know, connection, it seems like a soulmate. It seems like someone you would, you know, if they just would act right, you know, you would be able to spend the rest of their lives with them. But like in the end, they are doing it for their own benefit. They were with you for their own benefit. I have a lot of air and fire signs. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can see what's being hidden from us. Your person has a lot of like courage, a lot of guts to, you know, do what they're doing. I'm hearing whatever it is that they're up to. Let's go ahead and see what needs to be seen. What is this person doing that we're not seeing? What are they thinking that we're not seeing? So memories I have, and it came in the reverse, but you know, it's reminiscing, dwelling on the good times, looking back. I'll say in the reverse, it's probably like your person is trying not to think about all the good times. Like whenever they're doing this malicious, you know, like dishonest betrayal, whatever, you know, whatever it is, they're trying not to think about you and the good times. So like maybe you are someone that they also care for. I'm hearing they do care for you. And they know that you guys have had good times together, but like for whatever reason, they still are choosing to, they're still choosing to do whatever it is that they want to do, except they're going to be ignoring those memories, ignoring and looking the other way. They're going to, like I'm seeing someone taking off their wedding ring to go out, you know, and like they're trying to ignore the fact that they have this connection with you so that they can do what they need to do. And even their intuition is telling them like, you should be like, look at what you guys have had, you know, look at what you guys have to hold on to. And this person is disregarding those emotions and like looking the other way. Let's get one more, please. Okay, so past. There is history. It happened, left behind, looking back. So you have two. This card kind of clarifies both of these. You know, I have the leaving behind and left behind. And, you know, looking back and looking back here. I do feel like maybe you have, not sure if you can see that. I do feel like maybe you have somebody who, maybe that's your energy here. Maybe that's, you know, your energy here, and you're finally listening to your intuition here, because, you know, there is history. It happened, something happened in the past that has made you, you know, have these insecurities here. And I'm hearing like you are looking back at the good memories and you're wanting to keep this connection alive, you know, like you're grateful for these positive memories, but like looking back, you are like realizing like this person never really had you in their mind when making decisions. It was always about them. And this Seven of Swords here, you know, your person might have had a big ego and might have had, you know, might have thought that like the world revolved around them. And when you know, you kind of saw that this connection wasn't for you, you know, this here is what happened. This person, you know, had an ego death, is starting to have an ego death there. Let's clarify these major arcanas, please. Anything that your person wants to say or add to the message here. So I'm hearing stop there. Oops, maybe not. We'll leave that there for the end. So I have so much desire for you. You know, your person could want to try to get you back by telling you that, or, you know, try to make you stay. Because I do feel like you're trying to end this connection here. Maybe, and have I lost everything? So, you know, your person is going through, like I'm seeing this maybe card and I'm seeing the back and forth. Like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And I'm thinking maybe your person is wondering if they've lost, if they've ruined this connection. If they should contact you, if they should reach out. Because these three cards here make me feel like it's in the past. It's something that happened and is not, it's not currently an issue right now, maybe, or, you know, at least to you. I'm wondering if, you know, you have so much desire for this person, even though you know all the crap that they've put you through. Like I'm hearing, have I lost my mind? You know, maybe it's taken you a long time to listen to your intuition and to figure out that, you know, leaving this person or being separated from this person is probably what's best. I'm obsessed with your body. So this landed on a third-party situation. So that could be in relations to that. Like maybe the insecurities that you think matter don't to this person. And they're trying to reassure you that they do have, you know, they do desire you, not this third party here. Maybe I just saw, you know, someone, you know, maybe your person is following people like on social media, like following someone of the opposite sex or, you know, someone of their interest, you know, and it's like a, you know, like, you know, for guys, it's, you know, a bunch of models or Instagram models or, you know, somewhere in that category. For girls, it's like thirst traps or whatever it could be. It could be either which way. And I'm hearing that that was something that bothered you guys. It's something that bothered you in this connection. And, you know, it was something that was brought up over and over again. I'm hearing like with this, like gratitude card as well, like your insecurities, like we call them insecurities, but it is something that we should be grateful for because it's something that makes us unique. So I'm hearing that your, you know, your insecurities clash with like society's beauty standard, and that your insecurities might clash with society's beauty standards, but I feel like you have started to release those insecurities and, you know, try to see what it is that you truly want. Because I am hearing, you know, like the answers are, you have everything that you need. You have everything that you need to, you know, expand your ego, I'm hearing. But let's go ahead and get a message from your person, see what they have to say. Right away, I do see regret. This person could be regretful for their actions. I feel like they're embarrassed from like losing you. I'm hearing like they see, if you guys are not out of this connection yet, like they're starting to realize that they're like what they're doing, what they're up to. And they're probably embarrassed for this connection to be ending because of what they've done. Insecure. I feel insecure about you. You treat me better than I have ever treated you, and I know that you can give me everything. I really do want that, but I am still struggling with my fears. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. It's my own insecurities holding me back. So your person could be insecure about something that is causing them to reach out to this third party. You know, whatever this third party could be. It could be a friend, like a best friend, who's kind of in your person's ear, giving them like bad advice. It could be, you know, parents or family members who don't approve of the connection. Like they could be insecure because they feel like maybe they want to treat you better, like their parents are giving them crap. I don't know. You know, it could be an actual third person in the romantic connection, you know, and they're feeling insecure. They don't want to disappoint you. For some reason, their insecurities are affecting your guys' connection as well. Maybe you guys both have insecurities that, because I'm seeing all of the insecurities. They don't even matter. Like yours, theirs, it don't matter. You know, it's what you guys, it's just how you, like your insecurities are how you perceive yourself in the other's eyes, you know, like no one ever tells you, you know, unless they do, they're mean, you know, but no one ever tells you, you know, like about your insecurities. It's like usually your own thoughts that are like projecting onto someone else. Ego shattered, now seeing the truth. They're starting to realize that their insecurities stem like back to, you know, whatever. Stems back to their first relationship probably, or, you know, the past. There's something that happened in the past that is coming back up again. To have 6 major arcanas come out back to back to back, you know, the Fool card, being reckless, you know, there's going to be change happening. There's, you know, this person is being reckless, and because of it, there's going to be favor in your energy here. Like you're going to start over, you're going to start new, and this cycle is going to be like this cycle with this person is going to end. Like you have the strength to start anew. And I'm feeling like your morality is coming to kind of pop out here and be important in this ending of the connection. Like that's going to be something that is like something that you're not willing to give up. It's, you know, your morality. Like you're going to cause this person to take accountability for their actions, you know, which is, you know, negative. They definitely need time to reflect. You need time to reflect on what happened in this connection, because you really thought that it was going to be, you know, this end all relationship, something that is, you know, the best, the happiest. This is the happiest card in the deck, and for it to be upside down, I feel like you have, you know, you've started to realize that this connection is a false, you know, false soulmate is what I'm hearing. The Hermit, you know, you do have something that is pushing you to kind of go, like, you know, the Hermit is sometimes forced, but sometimes like you do it on your own. And I'm hearing that this time it's a forced Hermit. And like you going through solitude, you kind of pulling back on this connection is your way of gathering intel. And it's like you and yourself are counsel. Trust your own counsel first. You know, you're going within and you're trying to see, you know, what happened. You know, you're hitting the pros, you're hitting the cons, and, you know, making a list. And I'm hearing making a list, checking it twice. So Christmas time could be significant for somebody. And, you know, nonetheless, I do feel like you're ending out with, like you end this connection here with common sense, more common sense than you thought you had. Like you probably start to realize, you know, like what caused you to be so naive. I feel like you're, you know, like the Fool card here in reverse is a card of being naive. And I feel like you probably jumped into this relationship and made all of the right moves. I'm hearing, you know, like if you guys are married, you know, you dated, you know, dated for a long time, you had fun, you got engaged, you got married, all of the steps, you know, but I'm hearing that you did that kind of rushingly, you know, making decisions without really thinking about it. And I'm hearing that if you would have thought about it in the beginning, it would have never happened. You know, and none of this heartbreak would have happened if you would have, you know, truly listened to your intuition in the beginning. Yeah, so let's go ahead and end this out with another love message. I don't know why, but I feel like there's a message here for you. It's going to see an advice card or something. So reconciliation, someone from your past is or will be returning to your life soon. So, you know, maybe, you know, this connection is in the past. Maybe it's, you know, recent past that you guys have split up. Whatever the case, I do feel like, you know, it is someone who wants to come back, wants to, because they're reminiscing. They're looking at, you know, the good times that you guys had, and they want that connection back. And I don't think that you're going to allow them to. You're going to, you know, dismiss them. You're going to ignore them, look the other way because of how this person treated you. You know, you're kind of, they want to come back because they're knowing that they lost everything that they should have been grateful for. And they're going to want to come and return to try to work out this conflict that they had. And, you know, if you feel like you want to work it out as well, you know, maybe this person is coming back after they've learned their lesson. You know, maybe they are no longer being, you know, malicious, no longer being like sneaky in that way. I'm hearing that they were sneaky in their doings. You know, maybe they're being more upfront about it to you now, but nonetheless, I do feel like, you know, you know what your intuition is telling you to do, and I feel like your spirit guides are telling you to listen to your intuition, whatever it's saying. Like that's you're starting to realize that that's what it is. That's what you need to be doing. And like the Hermit card coming out before the High Priestess, you're starting to, like, maybe you went through this Hermit and you didn't have all the answers. Like you still came out you were thinking and thinking and thinking about like the pros and cons, like I said, and like still you couldn't make a choice. And so like your spirit guides are wanting you to like take away all the facts, take away everything that you know, and just use your intuition. You know, what is your, you know, your body saying? What is your mind, your soul telling you is right for you? Maybe, you know, meditate and go through, you know, some kind of meditation ritual so that you can, you know, have clarity and have peace, knowing that, you know, whatever answer comes to you is truly what your soul wants. So yeah, if that resonated with you, I would love to know how. Please leave a comment and like this video, and we'll see you in the next one.